Today we're gonna do this TryHackMe room challenge, super secret TIP. Okay, first of all, I've already started the machine here and it will take some time. It says literally 5 times to load up, so wait for 5 minutes, then you can actually scan the all the ports or whatever stuff is in there. First of all, we're gonna do a nmap scan. It will take 2-3 minutes. Let's wait for it. So we got the result from the nmap scan, and we can see that there is a two port open. One is on 22 SSH service and another is quad 7, and the service name is CVT. Okay, let's open the port. Let's see if we can find anything here. Okay, just some random website. Okay, now we're gonna do a go buster here, go buster run. And remember to include the directory list 23medium.txt. You can find it from sec list discovery web content. Enter. So we got two directory list here. One is cloud and another is debug. Let's visit them. Cloud. Download my files. Let's check it. Okay, this is not downloading. And secret.txt, nope. Templates.py something. It's just template. Okay, and let's open our babsuit. What's in admin debugger? Wrong password. Okay, and let's try to intercept this. Proxy intercept is on, and let's download an action send to repeater. Forward. And if you go to here, send it to repeater again, and if we see the second one is the debug, and if we send it, this error occurred, wrong password. And if we check the first one is this one, cloud files, send the request. Okay, and I guess we can change it according to our will. How we're gonna do that? Let's type secret. Can I find another request? URL was not found. So if you enter the URL manually, please check your spelling and try again. Okay, now we can use the fuzz here, which is how gonna we use it. Let's open our new terminal. and we're gonna use w first, the link, and word list, and the download equal to fast.py. Okay, let's enter. It will take some time. Templates, so this is referring to this section in suite. And we got another one, it is source. Yeah, let's change our babsuit request to source and send it to repeater. Okay, now remember there are other files like .txt, .py, .apk. I guess we can just include something like that, nothing. And if we include py here, I guess we should get something. Okay, we got the source.py, and let's copy and make it. I don't think we need it. We're gonna close this and let's make a file here, source.py. Now if we check here, it says import os ip hashtag from dot. Okay, there's two files in the server, ip and debug password, because it says the default from dot directory. And if we see here, there's another called super secret tip.txt. Let's try to grab this also. Super secret. Okay, we got some super secret. Let's make it here, and from the super secret we got this line. And let's check the source.py again. Illegal characters check. So these are illegal. If we include something in the this here or maybe here, it's gonna say illegal characters found. So let's include in our node. And it says from the cloud, when the cloud opens, like when this one opens, from download function, source.py download.txt. so if the download last strings are .txt, then it's gonna return the root path download as attachment as true, and basically it will help us to download the file, the .txt. Okay, remember from the super secret.tip here is a txt file, so that's why we got a response here. I guess this is it. And if we check here again from the debug password, debug encrypted is not password, so there is encrypted password here, and it's checking with the password, encrypted password, debug password. So when we include password here, it's gonna store to the user password, and debug.password, there's something on the debug.password, and it's have a function .get encrypted function, which is encrypting the data that we put in the user password, and it's checking with the encrypted password that is hidden here, or we don't know about that. And okay, let's check the debug password. Debug password. I guess it will be pi again. No. And if we include .txt, it's not. But after some researching, I found that this section is vulnerable to the null byte injection, and if we include the null byte here, it's gonna bypass it, I guess. Here we get the function, debug password function. So let's open our Sublime. Where is it? Debug.password.py, and copy this shit. So this is the function that it has been called here, and it's encrypting the password with the XOR, and its the key is ihum. Okay, now if we see the source again, there is another called IP. Let's check the IP. Put the IP here and send it again. Yep, we got something here again. It's another file, ip.py, and copy this. So and if we see here, we should find another directory, debug result. Okay, let's go to the debug result. And everything made in home, we don't like intruders. Okay, and if we check the IP, or source, if not IP dot check IP request. Okay, so it's checking our IP with the built-in IP, and if not found, it's gonna return the this web page, and if it's found, then it will return this page. Okay, and if we see the ip.py, here is the host IP, so and it's x forwarded for, so we have to include it with the burp suit. Second, this is the debug, or which one? Oh wait, yes. Intercept is on burp, and let's intercept it again. Okay, action repeater. So we got the debug result here, and we have to edit x forwarded for, and we have to include our home IP, I guess, this one, 127.0.0.1. okay. If we send, and here we got different response, only real debuggers can access this page. Okay, and what's that? Debug result. Now we got something, the encoded string here, and we got from the debug password the code, and it's encoded to the XOR. Okay, first let's open a Sublime. We have to encode it to the hex, or convert it to the hex, you can say. If we run it with the Python 3, it's gonna give us a string, and let's copy it to the cyber chef. And hex, from hex, and take the XOR. And let's put the key. The key is I hum. And if we put the key here, and UTF-8, because remember there is a encoding UTF-8 here, so we have to, so we got the password I hum debug. Let's store it. And turn off. If we paste the debug password and just give some random value here, so debug statement executed. And if we send request again, nothing happens. It's gonna give us a set cookie session. Let's close this and try to intercept it again. Okay, now we got cookie session here, which is different from this cookie session. And if we send it, unauthorized. Oh, we have to include the X forwarded. If we send here, okay, we're getting a terminal response here, which says it's iham user. And let's try to get a reverse shell, which is we're gonna give this here, and this is our password. Where let's go to babsuit iham debug and debug.ss. so we have to look for a ssti. The server side template injection, all in one payload. Not the one we are looking for. I think this is the one. Yep. And let's find our SSTI. Okay, I think we need this one. We're gonna use this one. And remember, Remember, we can't use the single quotation because the illegal is single quotation, so we have to use the double quotation instead of single quotation. And if we send it through here, there's nothing we're getting, but we can use the cookie session and paste it to the debug result cookie session. So we're getting the response, which is UID. So the ID command is executing and we're getting the result through the debug result. So this is the case here. Now we're gonna use a reverse shell. Let's generate a reverse shell for 4 and use the shell bin bash, or you can use anything like that. This is our host IP. Copy and turn it to the we have to make it into base64 format. To base64. We're gonna copy the base64 code, paste, and instead of ID we're gonna use echo plus and the code again we're gonna use the or and base64 plus minus d and use the bash. I guess that's it. Now let's generate start a listening kit, netcat on 4. Is that on 4? Yeah, it's on 4. Send it to the server, get the cookie session and paste it on the debug result. Are we getting? Oh, we got the reverse shell here. And if we say who am I, let's see the I am. Now we have to what do I say? Stabilize the shell. Export term equal to x term, Ctrl Z and stty, enter. So our shell has been stabilized and we have to look for the home directory. Okay, we got two users here. One is F30s and one other is IHAM. Let's go to the IHAM. We should get one flag. Okay, we got a flag here. Now let's check the cron tab if it's anything there. Now from the cron tab there's two things that are running. One is run by root and another is F30 as user, and this bash stack lc, and it's getting a directory, health check directory. And if we go to ChatGPT and ask what is explain bash, what was that again? Bash lc, you can see that tag L is for login, and if the option tells bash to behave as a login shell, when bash is started as a login shell, it reads certain configuration files like profile.bash profile. And if we check the there is a dot profile, something like that. Let's get it. So the cron tab says that the F30s user is running this file from this bash, which is I think this is, those commands are running from this dot profile. And if we see here, if we want to run something, it should be like this. Okay, and remember that there is only cat and it has no complete path, it's just cat here. So I think we can make abuse of that, I guess. So let's go to cd temp and we are gonna make our own cat, which is nano or echo. We have to generate another reverse shell. And make it executable. It's executable. Now we have to include the path, so that instead of running the cat from the built-in path, it has to run this path, this cat path here. We're gonna use this one, so it's gonna do this thing. If we get it again, you can see that our path has been included here. So, and let's open our another netget listener. What was the port again? 445. Let's wait for a few minutes. And also if we go to cd slash and ls, there is a text file secret tip.txt, and let's get it. And it's okay, let's copy all of this stuff. Okay, in the depths of hidden folder, master got the vital of secret had vanished without a trace. They knew there was a fault system sitting in a motion. Past. Don't forget, it always about truth. Okay. Hint about something. So we got the reverse shell here from the cat, and if we check ls and let's get the site. Okay, connection diffused. Okay, let's stabilize the shell. Export Ctrl Z HTTP enter. Okay, we're F30s now, and if we nano the site check, you can get the URL. So it's getting this URL, and what is it doing? It's curling this URL. Okay, so it's basically downloading files from this URL to somewhere as a root. And what can we do? Let's go to here and open SSL password. So we're gonna generate our own password file. Sublime. Before that, if we cat slash etc password, can I get something? Okay, let's copy this stuff. And make our own password. And also we have to include this one, which is our user was bro, and we have to follow this template here. So user and password hash, and we have to give this following strings with that, so it will execute as a root bin bash. Okay, now we have to make a Python file. We have to deploy a server, Python server, and our IP address is 10.18.16.6, and it's gonna say URL. So instead of grabbing their own, we're gonna use our. And the port was 8000 slash password, and output it to slash etc slash password, and Control O, enter, and Control X. So we are done, and we have to wait for few seconds to run the cron job to get the site check from our server, from this server. So when it gets the file, we can change into root, su and bro. Okay, now it's prompting password for password, and let's give our password, which is password. So we are root now. Where am I root? And if we go to ls, got the second flag here. And there is another called secret. Let's copy all of the stuff. And if you see here, I think this is okay, it's same as this one, and we have to follow the same procedure again. Where is our encode.py instead of this one? Okay, now you have to execute it. For close our Python server and run Python 3 encode. So from hex to XOR, and we have to give a key here. And if you see from the hint, it says it's always about root. So we're gonna try this root keyword and UTF-8. So we got this secret text here, but I don't think it's complete. So it has two number missing here, and same thing for, we're gonna do the same thing for here for it. And okay, what was the, use this one as the S key. So it's giving us partial of the flag, and we have to figure out of it. And if we see, instead of this one, if we try 1 2 3 4, no, 5 6 7 8, okay. We accidentally erased the 3 here, so instead of fast X, if we type 8, it's gonna give us the file cron job, but still there's still something, so we have to figure out this one. And if we 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, now it's all together cron jobs file, it's readable now. If we submit this, it's gonna accept, okay. And the passphrase is this one. So I guess that's it. I hope it helps you. Thank you everyone.